Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 92.
This morning we got up, got ready for the day, and headed down to club level here at Animal Kingdom Lodge and just enjoyed the morning. We didn't have a lot scheduled today. Now our friends are headed to the park by themselves. They want to enjoy the park for a little bit, and we are actually going over to Coronado Springs Resort because there's a large family in town that has quite a few family members there, and we offered to take pictures for them while they're here because it's not very often that the whole family gets together. And we told them we think they would really enjoy Coronado Springs because it's such a pretty resort anyway, but there's so many different scenes throughout the resort that you can get a lot of really cool pictures. So we made our way over there and met them there and started taking pictures, and then it started sprinkling. So we all rushed to get underneath cover and just kind of waited out because it was barely sprinkling, but it was enough that we were clearly getting wet. So we're like, oh, it'll pass, it'll be fine. And then the sun came out. Awesome. So we go back out, get everyone set up to take a picture. And about the time Robert snaps the camera, starts sprinkling again. So like, hold it, we'll take a picture. Then we run back under cover, and we pretty much did that for a few hours because it took us so much longer to get any pictures because we wanted the whole family and then grandparents and cousins. So you want like all the different separation, except it took a lot of time to do that because we kept running for cover every time it sprinkled. It was hilarious. Because it took us so long while we were there, our friends who are our photographers actually came over and took some video of Robert taking pictures and just kind of hung out with us because we are going to spend the afternoon together. We made our way over to the food court at Coronado Springs because, I mean, we can't say no to that. I know we're club level, but the food there is so good.
It's amazing. It really is amazing. So we ordered something different for each of us. I started off with the ribs with the chef's special secret sauce recipe there, and oh my goodness, they were amazing. I would love to bottle up that sauce and take it home. It was so
Disney.
Good. I mean, I'm just saying, if they want to sell it in the food court, maybe I would buy a bottle. I'm just saying. And then Alyssa got the Southwestern Bowl, which is, basically Chipotle. They just can't say that because trademark infringement. So it's basically a Chipotle burrito bowl though. And then our friends that were with us got the pasta with Alfredo sauce and chicken and the calzone, which I got to try a bite of that. I was really impressed.
It was a really good size.
Yeah, it looked good. And I was just kind of like, yeah, but it's just the bread and cheese. No, it was really good. I really liked that.
We hung out at Coronado Springs for a little bit, hoping that rain would pass. As it turns out, it actually rained harder. So we didn't get any pictures of the two of us. We were hoping that would happen. It did not. But we do have a beautiful Savannah view back at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and so we might as well go enjoy it. So we drove back over to the resort, and we also have all those snacks, so we don't want to miss out on that as well. And so my friend and I enjoyed the view while Robert and our photographer started working on the video that many of you got to see and enjoy yesterday. I say enjoy, I don't know how much you actually enjoyed seeing Robert eat a huge thing of cotton candy in a very short amount of time. The cotton candy started out amazing. It was beautiful, so much detail. By the end, it's not pretty anymore, but they did have to work on that video because they wanted to add some fun music and do all the time-lapse work, and so they decided to work on that today.
And I will say, I was not one of the people that enjoyed the video from yesterday. Just watching it, I was like, man, that was a bad idea. I don't ever want to do that again.
You're questioning past Robert?
Yeah, I'm questioning all my life decisions. I really am. But that's okay. We worked together on getting that video ready today so we could post it. We also worked on a couple other video projects we had going and talking about some different ideas for shooting stuff over the next couple days and some pictures, things like that. Of course, all from the Club Level Lounge where we have unlimited snacks, and we had not really been there for snack time very much at this point at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and I did not realize how much food they had, including real food. They had actually a couple different soups up there. They had a butternut squash soup that was really nice, and they had a chicken corn chowder that was phenomenal. I loved it so much. I think I had like 3 bowls of it. Had a little bit of kick to it, but it wasn't too bad, and it had just so much flavor.
I enjoyed the flavor of the soup a lot, but it did have that kick, so I didn't have much of it. I actually enjoyed a lot of the snack items they had because I did have a really big lunch. I'm not super hungry. But snacks are really hard because like when you see them and they're right there, you just keep snacking. It's so easy to just keep snacking and snacking, especially when you're working and talking with friends and just visiting, you're having a really good time. You don't realize how much you're eating. I'm kind of glad I don't know how much I ate because, I mean, that's part of club level, right? You're paying for the food, so you might as well enjoy it. When we got there, we got to see that they had breads that they normally have at dinner time, but there were a lot of different dips and sauces that you could put with them. They also had vegetables, and they had fruit, which Robert was really excited about because he loves pineapple.
I love pineapple. In fact, a lot of people think I don't like healthy foods because I eat a bunch of junk all the time, but pineapple is one of my favorite foods of all time. I'll put it on pizza too. Yeah, don't at me. Pineapple belongs on pizza. Yeah.
It does
We're not having this discussion right now because she doesn't believe that I'm right on it. That's okay. They had other snacks up there that were not pineapple. They had yogurt covered pretzels, they had goldfish, they had some raisins, other little snack items like that. They also had some cookies. And then strangely enough, they also had a giant bowl of jelly beans. I guess because Easter's coming and that was maybe what they were doing, but Easter's still a couple weeks away. So I don't really understand why they had jelly beans, but they had a big bowl of jelly beans.
There's actually a funny story with this. We noticed the jelly beans. Of course, we took pictures of everything. When I went up to get some snacks at one point, there was a family in front of me. We're all going down the line of getting food. And I heard the mom at the beginning of the line say, "Anything out here, you can put on your plate." I don't think she saw the cookies or the jelly beans. So they're working their way down. They're grabbing some fruit. They're grabbing some veggies. And the little kids were being really good about getting good portion sizes. And then they got to the jelly beans, and both of them stopped and looked at their mom like, "I mean, you said this, but I mean," and she goes, "I did say anything up here." And the look on their faces, they just lit up and they're like, "Ah!" And so they start grabbing jelly beans. It was the funniest thing. It was so adorable. Like, how great to be a kid at club level. I mean, I feel like one anyway, but they were so excited. They had their healthy snacks and their jelly beans, and it was awesome.
So we spent most of the afternoon just kind of grazing on the snacks while we worked there in the club level lounge, while Alyssa hung back in the room with our friend just kind of talking and enjoying the Savannah view. Eventually, it was time for dinner. Yeah, we just kept snacking all the way up until dinner time, and then it's time to eat again. This is the best part about club level. You just never stop eating if you're at the resort. So they started bringing out the different dinner items, and of course we had a chef once again on stage preparing a couple different dishes. Tonight they had cream of mushroom soup, which you may recognize from Boma downstairs if you've ever eaten at the buffet there. It was really good if you like mushroom. If you don't like mushroom, probably shouldn't be eating cream of mushroom soup. Just gonna
There are a lot of other options to choose from at the buffet, so you don't have to choose that one.
You're probably not gonna love the flavors on that one. And they also had a shrimp curry over rice, and oh my goodness, that was amazing. There was shrimp and there were some mussels there, and it had this saffron rice, and oh, the flavors were awesome. And they cooked it all right there. They had all the ingredients. They were cooking it right there on stage, which was so cool. Over on the other side with the regular food, they had the stuff they've had pretty much every night with the breads and the cheeses and the Uncrustables for the kids and the corn dogs and all the normal stuff that we've seen before. We just got a few plates from the chef there, ate really quickly, and then took off because we wanted to get to Magic Kingdom before sunset. It has finally stopped raining, and we've got to get some pictures, at least a couple while we're here, because the whole point of them being here with us is try and take pictures and videos, so we'd like to get at least a little bit.
We got there in time for that golden hour where it's just this beautiful sun going down. So we headed towards the side of Cinderella Castle and took a couple pictures there and decided we wanted a different angle. So we walked over towards Tomorrowland and got that angle over there, and we ended up liking these pictures a lot better. But I mean, it's Robert and me. As much as we enjoy taking the really pretty pictures, we always try and have fun with it too. So we took some silly pictures as well. And we just have fun. As long as you're having fun, having a good time with it, you can really see it in the pictures. And then it doesn't make it monotonous or boring. You get to enjoy what you're doing. And we're having fun with our friends too. We're really glad they're here, getting to visit with us and helping us with this.
After the pictures, we decided to ride a couple rides. And our friends wanted to ride Peter Pan's Flight. And it actually didn't have a very long line. Don't know why that happened, but it did. It happened. So we went over there and rode Peter Pan very quickly with them. And then we headed over to the Peoplemover in Tomorrowland. That was our choice of ride because it is one of our favorite rides at Magic Kingdom to just sit, relax, talk to your friends, have a good time, and also get to have this enjoyable ride around Tomorrowland and go through the inside of Space Mountain. It's really cool.
Especially at night. The Peoplemover is so much fun to ride because the park is all lit up and it is so pretty. I love it. And our friend actually took a really awesome picture of us that was not planned. It just kind of happened, but it was really awesome because you kind of get the swirl of lights behind you. I loved it so much. Now that it's dark outside, we did try and take a different picture with the castle, and I really liked this one because it was dark. Everything else just kind of faded away. So you literally just get us and the castle, which was really awesome because a lot of times You get all the people in the background. I mean, you're not the only ones in the park, so that's going to happen, and that's fine. But this was really cool because everything else darkened out, and it was just us in the castle. And then we did get some pictures of just the castle because it's just pretty. It's always pretty.
Since it's dark outside, it is a little more difficult to find places to take pictures, so we decided to head up to the front and go see Mickey and Minnie, once again wearing their birthday costumes. We absolutely love meeting them, especially when they're together. It's just so much fun. So we got in line to see them, and Alyssa's already all dressed up with her rocking the dots for Minnie Mouse there, and I've got the Mickey Mouse shirt, so we were happy to go and see them, and they loved seeing Alyssa's outfit. Oh my goodness, Minnie was losing her mind at all of Alyssa's cute Minnie Mouse stuff. She even ran away after we got there to see her, and we're like, what?
She just left me there.
She's so excited, and then she runs away. We're like, I mean, okay. And then they told us, oh, she's writing you a note. So Minnie Mouse actually went and wrote Alyssa a note and brought it back to her to tell her how much she loved her outfit.
It was the highlight of seeing Mickey and Minnie. That was the most amazing thing ever. So I'm talking to Minnie Mouse, he's talking to Mickey, and then I'm just kind of standing there because she ran away, but I have no idea why. And then she comes back and hands me this note, and it was so sweet and so amazing. I was like, Minnie likes my outfit. I have arrived. This is the greatest thing ever. So that made my night. And I mean, after that high, it won't get any better. Like, you just have to end the night like that because it was so much fun. We always love seeing Mickey and Minnie, but that was probably one of the best experiences we've had getting to meet them. We did head back to the resort after this to make it in time for dessert. Cannot miss dessert. That's important every single night. It's club level. It's free. I use that term loosely because I realize we paid for it. But since we paid for it, we're going to take advantage of it and get dessert.
And you said the night can't get any better, but we're getting dessert, so I think the night is getting better, absolutely. For dessert, they had mostly the same things they've had before. They had the cake cones. This time they were a different flavor. They were birthday cake flavor cake cones. They also had a cake. They had a carrot cake this time instead of the brownies. I know.
It was actually
Alyssa
heartbreaking.
was very sad to not have the brownies. No chocolate covered strawberries tonight either. And then of course they had cookies and things like that out as well. I just stuck with a couple pieces of the carrot cake and a decaf Nespresso right there. A little bit of the syrup from the hazelnut syrup. And yeah, that's all I needed. I just need the little bit of sweets and the coffee, and I'm good to go for the night.
We ended the night back in the room just looking out over the savannah from our balcony and chatting with our friends because they are only here for a few days and we really enjoy visiting with them. That was the end of our day today, so we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.